Epic adventures, journeying through Earth's mysterious phenomena. Dear young ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to embark on an exciting journey around the globe to visit 7 of the natural wonders that the world that we live in hosts. Nepal, Tibet, Rio de Janeiro, Mexico, Australia, Zimbabwe, the United States of America, and Iceland are just a few of the beautiful nations that we will be fortunate enough to see during our trip. Some natural marvels of the globe are created by nature itself. These include mountains, forests, valleys, volcanoes in the ocean, and other natural phenomena. All of these are not products of human labor. Let's get on the plane and head to our first destination, which is Nepal and Tibet. The Himalayan mountain range can be found on the boundary between Nepal and Tibet, which are both classified as mountainous regions. The mountain range in question contains several peaks, one of which is referred to as Mount Everest. The height of this mountain, which is 8,848 meters, makes it the highest point on Earth. There is a structure in Dubai known as the Burj Khalifa that has the title of being the highest building in the world. Putting 10 of these structures on top of each other would result in a height that is equivalent to that of Mount Everest. The ascent of this mountain is a difficult endeavor, and it can take up to 14 days to reach the base camp halfway up. If you want to get as close to the peak as possible, you might also take a helicopter flight. This is a much more convenient option than ascending this mountain, which is covered in snow. The fact that Mount Everest reaches a height of 4 millimeters higher every year is an intriguing fact about the mountain. At this point, you might be wondering, Mackie, how in the world does a mountain grow? Because the plates that the continents are on continue to press against each other, the Himalayas are experiencing an increase in height as a result of this. The height of certain sections of the mountain range increases by approximately 10 millimeters every year. Whoa! At this moment, let's go on to our next destination. Additionally, this natural wonder may be found in the middle of 2 separate countries in Africa, namely Madagascar and Zambia. I hope I spelled it correctly. This is referred to as Musoya tuna in the local language, which translates to smoke that thunders. The Victoria Falls is the name that is used in English. The height of the Victoria Falls in the Zambezi River is approximately 108 meters, and its width is around 1.7 kilometers. Every minute, the Victoria Falls are responsible for the release of 500 million liters of water over their edge. That is equivalent to 200 swimming pools of Olympic size being constructed every single minute. The Victoria Rainforest is located on the Zimbabwean side of Victoria Falls, and it is the only area on the planet where it rains every day of the year. Whoa! I hope you all have a wonderful day watching the waterfalls. Isn't it incredible? And with that, we are traveling to our next location. This nation is frequently referred to as the land down under by its inhabitants. Undoubtedly, the nation in question is Australia. The Great Barrier Reef is located in the ocean off the coast of Australia. On the other hand, if you have seen the movie Nemo previously, you should know that the Great Barrier Reef serves as the inspiration for the film. It would appear that Nemo, Dory, and all of their other companions call the Great Barrier Reef their home. That is, isn't it cool? Over 2,600 kilometers in length, the Great Barrier Reef is comprised of 2,900 separate reefs that are all connected. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a tremendously important point. Indeed, it is so enormous that it can be observed from outer space. In addition to being a fantastic location for scuba diving and snorkeling, the Great Barrier Reef also offers the opportunity to observe marine life from a glass-bottom boat. The Great Barrier Reef may also be experienced from the air in our dear old friend the helicopter, which is yet another incredible way to see the reef. At the same time that it is protected, the Great Barrier Reef is also recognized as a World Heritage Area. Let's go on to the 4th natural wonder of the world now that we have experienced 3 of the natural wonders of the world. So here we go. Whoa! Currently, we are located in the region of South America known as Brazil, specifically in the city of Rio de Janeiro. It is the Bay of Rio de Janeiro that is the natural wonder of this place. Through the process of erosion caused by the Atlantic Ocean, it is surrounded by a collection of granite and quartz mountains that are completely distinct. Known as Guanabara Bay, this bay is characterized by the presence of Sugarloaf Mountain, which protrudes from the water. Simply said, it is a scene that is one of a kind and extremely stunning. Rio de Janeiro is a Portuguese city, and when translated into English, it means the River of January. This is a rather interesting fact about the city. After leaving Rio de Janeiro, we will now go to Mexico. Mexico is home to a volcano, which is recognized as one of the 7 natural wonders that the world has to offer. This particular volcano is known as Paracutin. It was in 1943 when Paracutin was born and when it began to explode. It continued to erupt for 9 more years after it had already grown to a very large size in the first year that it had been erupting. At this point, the height from the bottom to the summit is almost exactly 1 kilometer. A local corn farmer's field was the location where the volcano first appeared, and its development was meticulously documented. The last time this volcano erupted was more than 7 years ago, and it is hoped that it will never erupt again because it caused a great deal of damage when it did erupt in the past. An additional natural wonder of the world that we are going to visit is located in the state of Arizona, which is located in the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, it is none other than the Grand Canyon. Congratulations! The depth of the Grand Canyon is greater than 1.8 kilometers and its length is greater than 446 kilometers. Even though the walls of the canyon are covered in rocks of a wide variety of colors, the most prevalent type of rock is red limestone. The canyon is certainly stunning. Over the Grand Canyon, you will be able to witness breathtaking sunrises and sunsets over the canyon. Although it is thought that there are more than 1,000 caverns in the Grand Canyon, only 335 of these caves have been documented, and only one cave is accessible to the general public. Throughout thousands and thousands of years, the Grand Canyon was formed by erosion caused by the Colorado River on its way to the Grand Canyon. And the world is one of the landscapes that has received the most research. You must be kidding me, right? As we continue our journey through the 7 natural wonders of the world, we are now on our way to our 7th and final destination. To witness a natural phenomenon, we had arrived in Iceland. Indeed, that is a really large term. The Aurora Borealis is another name for this phenomenon, which is often referred to as the Northern Lights. The period between August and April is considered to be the most favorable time of year to view the Northern Lights. Because it is such a fascinating, naturally occurring occurrence, it can captivate the imagination of everyone who has witnessed it. Electrons from solar winds are the actual origin of the Northern Lights. The colors are generated from various gas molecules that are attracted to the magnetic fields of the Earth. This attraction causes the molecules to glow, which in turn causes the lovely colors that we use to describe the phenomenon. There have been instances in which astronauts in space can observe the Northern Lights. Are you able to believe it? I hope that today you were able to get some truly interesting knowledge about our amazing globe. Those of you who found this video to be enjoyable are encouraged to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Mackie, and share the information that you gained from watching this episode with your friends and professors. Young men and women, I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.